Hello Stampers, I'm Dina Lanzendorf at Inkin' with Dink and welcome to my video. All this week on my videos and also my Facebook Live, I have been focusing on the Love What You Do stamp set. This is one of them that is retiring, but it's guaranteed available until May 22nd, so not a whole lot longer. But it is a super cute stamp set, and I've just made tons and tons of cards with it. I always think it's funny to show what my stamp set looks like because it is so dark and stained because I do love it so much. I use it all the time. But I have been, like I said, showing cards made with it, different techniques this week, and I've got one more to show you today. But let me just recap a little bit. These are the cards that I made in Tuesday's video. And this is the die cut open card that I made on my Facebook Live yesterday. And now today we're going to be making this card here. Now this is a really great card if you've got some designer series paper that you just want to show off. A lot of times when you get designer series paper, you love both sides of it and you hate to pick. So this is a great kind of a card to use when you've got that situation. Now the paper that I used on this card and that I am using on the one I'm making today are both from the Ornate Garden designer series paperback. And they are going to be in the new catalog that comes out in June, but they are available on a pre-order right now for everyone. There's several things in the suite that you can order. There's a couple stamp sets, a couple sets of dies, designer series paper, ribbon, stuff like that. So I'm going to use some of those products on today's card. So are you ready to get started? So let's do this. So you're going to start off with a piece of cardstock that measures 8.5 by 5.5. And the first thing you're going to do is you're going to fold it in half, just like a regular card base. Be sure and use your bone folder so that your crease is nice and crisp. Now we are going to pull out our paper trimmer and we're going to cut this down. So what I want to do is I just want to leave 1 inch right here on my card front. So the way I'm going to do it is I'm just going to find my 1 inch mark right here and I'm going to go up from there. So it doesn't have to be a perfect 1 inch, it just needs to be approximate. So I'll cut that off and this is what I'm going to have left right here. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is I've picked a piece of designer series paper and you need a rectangle that measures 5.5 by 4.25. So it is the size of a card front, okay? Full size card front. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Tombow glue and I'm going to put my glue all inside this little flap right here. Then you're going to take your designer series paper. You're going to push it up against the fold and you're just going to close it down on it just like that. Okay? Give it just a minute to take hold and then this is what your card ends up looking like. So it's a great way, like I said, to showcase both sides of your designer series paper when you just can't choose which one you like the best. So now let's go ahead and do a little bit of decorating on our card. In my Love What You Do stamp set, I love this stamp right here that says, I'm lucky to have a friend like you. I have sent out several of these cards recently to friends that just are very special friends to me. And I miss right now because we haven't been doing a lot of gatherings with friends. So I'm going to pick a couple of stamp pads that are in the colors in the designer series paper. So this one I'm using is Old Olive. Just going to ink this up, stamp it down, oops, upside down, stamp it down on some white cardstock. Then I want to use my 2-inch circle punch, okay, and I'm going to cut out my sentiment here. And I love it because it fits in the 2-inch circle punch. Perfect. Now what I want to do is use my retiring Starburst punch, and I am super sad to see this one going. I use this one a lot too because it mats perfectly with my 2-inch circle. So we're just going to cut one of these out in our Old Olive. Okay. And then I thought, oh, it needs just a little something more on here. So there's also this cute little leaf. Okay, it looks like a little fern leaf that's in this stamp set. Look at my green on my finger. And I'm going to stamp it. And I am going to stamp it in the terracotta tile, which is just another one of the colors that is in this designer series paper. So we're just going to ink it up. Stamp that down right like that. Okay, just kind of gives it a little bling on there. Now I'm going to go ahead and adhere my circle to my Starburst. So some of my Tombow. Center it on there just like that. Now again, I'm so going to miss the Starburst punch. If you don't have it, jump on and get it purchased before it's gone, because it is just really great. All right, now I'm going to put a little bit of ribbon. So also in the Ornate Garden suite are these two things of ribbon. Okay, it comes together in one pack. You get both spools. So again, it is the terracotta tile and the old olive. So I'm just going to cut a couple of pieces of this. Always when I'm doing ribbon, I use my tear and tape. So let's turn our little Starburst over. Get a piece of tear and tape. Make sure it's at the bottom here. Take our backing off, and then I'm just going to take my ribbon and I'm going to kind of put it in the shape of a V. And I'm going to put one of them right there. Do this one in a V shape and put it right beside it. Now they can overlap a little bit. It really doesn't matter. They're just going to look fringy there. Okay. Then I'm going to take some dimensionals because I want it to pop a little bit. Take the backs off of them. And then put it down on my card. You can pretty much go anywhere you want to go on it. Let's go right there. And there we go. There is a super easy card. Using again the Love What You Do stamp set, but just kind of a fun new technique to show off your designer series paper. Especially if it's, like I said, something where you just think both sides are beautiful and you can't choose which one you want to use. So I hope you have enjoyed this. Hope you've enjoyed this little new tutorial. Please share my video with your friends, so I know you guys are loving what I'm doing. And just remember, if you place an order this month, go ahead and go to dinalstamps.stampinup.net. Use this month's host code, and I will be giving away a free card kit to anyone that places at least a $30 order. So do that and you'll be happy as a clam, because you get a really super fun card kit to make in addition to the fun stuff that you order. So thanks for watching.